what we're going to do is we're going to look at the way that what you do with your spine. Now, we've touched a lot on this before in the past, but this is now relating it to Peng and how you use the spine in this second Zhan Zhuang position, for example, but actually in lots of Tai Chi positions, it's there all the time. So what do you do with your spine? So when we're standing upright, and we don't need the arms for this particularly at the moment, we're just going to do a grounding exercise like we've done in the past, some of you, and all you do is you relax your shoulders and you let the shoulders feel like they're sinking into the hips, into the feet, and your body's upright. And at the moment, everything is going into the ground. We don't really want that. We don't want everything to feel, so you end up feeling like you're sort of collapsing, basically. We want quite a lot of us to collapse, sort of. I don't like the use of the word, but this really, from the shoulders downwards to the hips and there, but it's not in the middle of your spine. So we'll just take a look at this free the spine business, and yeah, I don't need the skeleton for this, so we can do this without the skeleton. So either side of your spine, two cable muscles, had this before. The cable muscles, you run up your spine, but left and right of them, very thick muscles, so lots of this. It's not one muscle either side, it's groups of muscles either side, but we can treat them as one muscle either side just for the moment. So when you are standing up here, everything's falling away, shoulders are dropping into your hips, hips into your knees, into your ankles, into your feet. When you do that, what we need to do is we need to actually release the spine in the middle. So the analogy I used last time was of a rocket taking off at Houston or wherever they take off from, and those sort of towers on either side which support the rocket, the gantries I think they're called, and they've got these sort of ropes or feeder pipes going to them. And then when the rocket's about to take off, everything drops away. And certainly I seem to remember from visuals of rockets taking off when they first started being televised, that the actual gantry itself would actually fall away left and right. The whole thing, that's my memory, it's probably incorrect. But so there's a feeling of everything just falling away and leaving the spine in the middle. Now, the only way that you can let the rocket of your spine take off is if you release the muscles either side of your spine. You have to do that. Otherwise, they're compressing the spine all the time. So what we're looking for is a decompression of the spine, in effect, with the head balancing on top. So there you are, standing there, shoulders are dropping down, hips are dropping down to your feet, knees, blah, 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 all that's going down. And you are now just going to relax left and right of your spine, being aware of the fact that the spine is in the middle of what you're doing, but you're not really thinking about the spine in particular. You're thinking about those cable muscles either side of your spine, the erector spinae or spinae. And you let go. And then you just allow the spine to relax and undo, so that in effect, if it was squeezed up before, result of a lot of back problems, this is one way to help back problems, is this happens as all those vertebrae, they kind of spread slightly. But you can't make it happen, because if you try and use muscle to make it happen, you're trying to tighten one set of muscles in order to make that happen. And that's no good. We have to have release. We have to have the actual action of releasing the muscles that are holding you down so that the space rocket can take off. Here's the cone, the nose cone right on the top. Yeah, and the head, you don't try and lift it and do stuff with it. You release your neck because it's part of the space rocket. Yeah. So there you are, standing up, everything's dropping and the crown's rising. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the second Zhan Zhuang Qigong position. So what you do is you do a pelvic tilt very gently, no knee bending, and then you do a pelvic tilt and include the knees, and then the arms are lifting up, your shoulders are dropping. They're settling down via your hips into your feet, and you've lifted up to here. Now, we've talked about the 6 directions in the past: forwards, backwards, left, right, up, down. And we need to kind of incorporate the back now. We're particularly looking at the forwards and backwards one. So here, when you are in this position, this is very obviously forwards here, isn't it? Backwards is not so obvious. So, but the backwards is done with this release of the spine. So when you're here, backwards is no good trying to do backwards like this and push your spine back here, as I think I said last time. So that's no good because you're just creating tension, particularly at the front. You're really, really tensing to do that. So what we have to do is we have to relax those two cable muscles either side so the spine feels like it's undoing and opening naturally backwards without my having to work at it. But I also am aware of these pushing forwards, which counteract what's going on back there. And I don't mean literally the act of pushing them forwards. I mean, they're out here and you're not going to move even a millimeter. You're going to leave them here, but you can have the concept, if you like, of doing that. But even that's not great. You just need a feeling as if you are a balloon and someone's, you know, here's the air hole here. Someone's come up here, they've gone, and they're blowing you up in effect, so that you feel your spine's just opening out, the air's going into it, air's passing through into your hands, arms, all the joints in your bones are opening at the front as well as the back, the spine. The bones are opening in the palms, the fingers are getting longer, the elbow joints are opening. Your spine, don't forget it, it's still doing its stuff, but you're not actually doing anything that anybody would know. And your head, because it's the top of your space rocket, is just simply balancing on top. Good. Just lower. That's it. So whenever we do Zhan Zhuang, the standing Qigong, this is what you implement when you, if you can. You try and get the 6 directions built into it. Now we've looked at that front and back was one particularly. I mean, there's the left and the right, there's the up and the down. But the up and the down one you're doing at the same time. Because when you do release the line here, that one automatically comes into play. You don't have to worry about the vertical direction. It's part of it.